wanted to come on here today and just show the Bibles that I have in my favorite color, which as you can see is purple. So I have 4 Bibles here, and I do have full reviews over each of these Bibles, so I will put the links to the full reviews in the description. But for today I'm just going to briefly mention what they are, show the difference in the covers, and just briefly mention how I use each one as well, and then I'll have those full reviews there for you. So the first is a rebind, and this is from Retreasured Rebound Bibles, and this is my grandpa's Bible, so it was very special to me, and it's the Living Bible, and it is done in purple buffalo skin, so I will show that closer in just a second here. And then we have my most recent purchase, which is the Allen ESV NC2, and this is in purple Mariva calf skin. And then next we have the CSB Schuyler Quentel in purple goat skin. And finally we have the New King James Version Shepherd Bible from Humble Lamb in purple goat skin. So you can see just with them all here together that each one is a very different shade. The brightest is the Allen here in the purple calf skin, and then the darkest is the Schuyler here in the purple goat skin, and then these two are, on the top and the bottom are kind of in between, with, I would say, the Humble Lamb Bible is probably slightly darker than this Rebound Bible in the buffalo skin. So in order of brightness, it goes the Allen, the Rebound Bible, and then the Humble Lamb, and then the Schuyler. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly show you a little bit about each one. So this was my grandpa's Bible, obviously very special to me, very meaningful. He had this Bible on his coffee table at home, sitting out. He has a couple notes in here. He has a lot of marks where he was a teacher. He taught Sunday school, so he would mark like what he was going to read with little hash marks in here, so he has a lot of that as well. So that was really nice for me to see, and I just enjoy having it for that purpose. I had it rebound because the cover was kind of falling apart. It was a hardback, and I wanted to keep this Bible to pass down to my daughter and future generations, and just, you know, keep his memory alive there and his legacy of reading and studying the Bible. So that's why I had it rebound. This purple buffalo skin is super plush, kind of a nice pillow for the Bible. It has a really nice grain. I had it perimeter stitched. And I know some people aren't a huge fan of the Living Bible, but it was just something he used when he was reading at home and preparing his lessons for church. Now, he did use NRSV, because that's where the church I grew up in, and he was there as well, used. And he has some KJV Bibles as well. I have a whole video about his Bibles, which I'll also post the link for you. But this is just the one I chose. It was falling apart. I wanted to keep that because he has so many memories in here. And he has some bookmarks and several little random notes throughout that I wrote down before I sent it to get rebound what page each of those were on, and I made sure to put them back where he had them. You can see one of my cousins or sister or somebody, maybe me, I don't know, somebody made him a bookmark here. So he has that there. So yeah, it's a lot of memories here. I'm really happy to have this Bible to pass down through my family. And you can see the little buffalo emblem from Retreasured Rebound Bibles back here as well. So this one I keep at home because it's really special to me. I don't want anything to happen to it. And I mostly keep it, it's in my closet, it's wrapped up real well, and then I pull it out sometimes just to kind of go through and look at some of his notes and just see what he has in here, and to just compare with the Living Bible a little bit to some of the other translations that I have. So that's the first one. Next is my newest purchase here. This is the Allen ESV NC2, New Classic Readers Edition. And sorry, my daughter's ripping paper towels for some reason, if you hear strange noises. There's never a review that I do where it's completely quiet, let's be honest. But, you know, fellow moms, we do our best, right? So anyway, this is the calfskin cover. It is a little thinner than the Skylar marbled mahogany calfskin, at least to what I can feel. But I love how smooth and soft it is, and I love that bright color purple. You can see in here we're going to have book introductions, double column format, 10-point font, and center column references. And the purpose of this one for me is going to be a reader. I might carry it with me. Like, I'm not afraid to carry it with me. I have a nice case, which, you guessed it, is also purple. But I'll probably mostly use this one at home for reading and for some of my Bible studies that I do. If you watch my videos, you know I do a lot of Bible studies from the Daily Grace Co. I have a couple from Lifeway I want to get into. So I'll be using this Bible a lot for that. All right, next up is the CSB Skylar Quentel. I enjoy using this one. I've been carrying this one to church a lot. It just feels super sturdy, can handle, you know, being in my case, in my bag, carried around. I like that it is the CSB translation, which is my favorite translation. I use several, but that's probably my favorite. And then followed by NLT and ESV and New King James Version. I use those four the most. So I like about this one, I like taking it to church with me because it does have 11-point font. The lighting isn't always great at church, so it's nice to have that larger font to use. And I just like the way it feels in my hand and the size of it too. It is a bit of a bigger Bible, I know, the Quentel to carry, but I don't mind that. I would rather have that larger font size and comfortable reading experience. So I do carry this around with me fairly frequently, and if I had to choose just one Bible, I know it's really hard. I said this in another video. It's almost, not quite to the extent of that, but it's almost like choosing between children because I have so many Bibles that I love to use for different purposes. But if I had to choose one, my life depended on it, I would probably pick this one because of the translation, because of the font size, and because of how well put together it is. And finally, we have the Humble Lamb New King James Version Shepherd Bible. I am currently using this one for a read-through, a Bible in a Year plan that I'm doing called The Story of Redemption from the Daily Grace Co. And I like this one. You can see it has the purple goatskin cover, perimeter stitching. Again, really well put together. What I like about this one is the single column reading experience here. It's just a nice reader. The spacing's nice. It doesn't give me a headache to read it for long periods of time. The paper's really nice, really good quality paper. We have some illustrations throughout to kind of, you know, break up your reading a little bit. And then once I get to the New Testament, I'm not quite there yet. They do have this blue letter text here, which is unique. Usually you see red letter, but this is not too hard to read, so I don't mind it like that. I am currently today starting chapter 19 down here of 2 Kings. So that's how far I am so far. I am in 2 Kings. I think I'm almost done with that. A couple more chapters yet. A couple days here. My reading plan's about 3 chapters a day, sometimes 4. So that's where I'm at right now in my first full read through of the New King James Version. I used that version for study and for a couple other purposes before, but I've never read through the entire translation, so I wanted to do that next. Okay, so then again, just to review, we have the Humble Lamb Shepherd Bible in New King James Version, purple goatskin. We have the CSB Quentel from Skylar in purple goatskin. We have the Allen ESV NC2 in purple calfskin. And then we have my rebind, which is the Living Bible in purple buffalo skin. So there's all those different shades of purple. I would love to know what color cover is your favorite, if you have one, and what Bibles you have in that cover choice, and also, especially important, how you use them. So if you want to comment that below, I would love to hear about that.